The views and opinions expressed on From the Mouths of Madness are that of the panel and not of the Geeks Under the Influence Network or their sponsors. Listeners, beware.
Fucking serious? Dude, there's a lot of bad examples of de-aging prior to the CGI, and a lot of bad examples with that.
Yeah.
But specifically, the way they used to have to do it, yeah. Yeah. You're right.
I'm just saying, they're like, teenager her had short hair.
Mhm.
You could tell it's been 7 years. It's not like 2 or 3 years, 7 years. The way you tell, she's got long hair now. Like,
Again.
she looks exactly the same.
Again. What they do for Dexter, they reversed it. They gave him longer hair when he was younger.
Oh,
and the same crow's feet.
Did he have the thing where he had the bangs on his face?
Yeah, the emo cut.
That's the go-to, by the way.
The emo cut, yeah.
I will reference back to Something About Mary.
Mm-hmm.
When Ben Stiller, like, obviously he's not in high school, but the way they tried to do it was by having him have floppy bangs in front of his face, so that later on, when you see modern day,
he can
Ben
look
Stiller,
cleaned up and mature.
His hair's not in his face.
Yeah,
it's like the go-to. I'm a younger version of myself. Is I don't even brush the hair out my face.
But again with the Jigsaw, when they made him young recently, they just made him wear a ball cap.
Yeah, you mean the backwards cap?
Backwards cap.
See how cool and hip I am. I'm a teenager.
So anyway, I mean that I do not really fault this movie for. It's 1979.
I know it's just funny that like that's how they did that. So
yeah, fair enough.
I mean, it wasn't like she looked old as fuck and not able to be a teenager. I just was.
Yeah, I will say they at least matched the kids up to the right.
And her voice doesn't change, and that helps because she has that kind of weird squeaky voice.
She still does.
So
she's in Caught Stealing. She shows up in Caught Stealing. That new Austin Butler movie.
She was just in Sunny, the finale of Sunny. So yeah.
So she's still banging around. So
a little Taxi reunion there.
Yeah. No shit. Yeah. All right, folks. That's enough. We're going to dig into this tonight on Killer or Filler. We're going to be talking about the 1979 arguable classic. According to Iron Toe Hunter, doesn't he?
Wow, throwing the classic title out there.
It's listed as like one of the greatest. Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry, folks. Hunter has already adamantly let me know that he does not like.
Do we have smelling salts as we talk about the original to keep me awake to talk about it?
All right. We're going to be talking about the 1979 film When a Stranger Calls versus the 2006 remake When a Stranger Calls. Yeah, I'm Lowdown.
F.U. Hunter, what's up, you slack-ass babysitter bitches?
Slack-ass baby. Yeah.
Both movies, man. You have one fucking job. All right?
Yeah, but chances are so you're assuming that the kids were killed after she showed up. Because remember, the kids were in bed when she got there.
I understand.
He could have been hiding in the closet, and as soon as
I know you wanted to be defiant on the phone call, checking the kids, right?
That's not how it went.
How'd it go?
Have you checked the children?
Yeah. But still, maybe just curiosity-wise, as your job.
When he says that,
third time,
he says that,
I wonder why he's doing that. Also, your job might be because we never see her go up there and check.
No, I think you start weighing the pros and cons of how much am I making tonight? What's my life worth? I don't know.
I'll say this about the remake too.
I don't know. Maybe
that even bothered me more. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Those parents fucking suck.
In the remake?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know why?
Oh, yeah.
Two things. A, they tell her, okay, because it's daylight when she shows up. I was like, all right, the kids are already in bed. I'm like, the fuck they doing in bed? It looks like it's like 5 PM.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, they're sick. They're recovering from the flu. Then why the fuck do you have someone babysitting them?
Oh yeah, fair enough.
All right. The other thing is they never have her go up there to meet the kids. This is the first time there, right?
Well, they didn't do that with either of them.
I understand. Yeah, okay, both parents suck ass.
Yeah, they didn't do that. But the original one, she never went upstairs.
What did they say when a stranger calls? Guess who's the stranger too? The fucking babysitter, because the kids never know who the fuck is watching
in both movies.
Her. Yeah.
Then that's the thing for both films.
Yeah.
She never meets the kids.
I guess the remake parents suck a little bit more because they're like, fuck you and your flu. We want to go out. We want to go to a restaurant and possibly a movie. They tag on. Look, if they're not like throwing up and looking like they're about to die from a fever, we might catch a flick after our restaurant date.
Same thing in the original one. They said the exact same thing. We're going to dinner, and we might see a movie after. If we see a movie, it'll be after midnight.
They added the flu thing.
I don't know why. I don't know why they added the flu thing
because
either.
they had to start with the daylight so you could see the whole spectrum of the area. I know that's why they did that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like, oh, you see that house because it's daytime.
Isolated.
So you can still see it.
Yeah.
That's our son, that's in college's house. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. And with the remake, her going over to that house was like goddamn pointless. For the most part.
Besides the sound machine and wind machine to work to make a storm happen. God damn, dude. Fucking Christ. And she carried the other phone.
Yes.
She locked the kids. She locked the door. I'm locking in there, right? And then if something were to happen, maybe there's another phone in the house. But she took the house phone with her to go to the other house. These kids have never met her, and she's taking the only communication they could possibly have out of the house. She's a terrible babysitter. Terrible babysitter.
Really bad.
Yeah.
Ooh, I saw something. I could have missed this while watching it, but in the remake, the actor we all know, Sons of Anarchy, plays Chibs. It's Tommy Flanagan, right?
Yeah.
Flanagan's his last name. Yeah.
I didn't know till the very last shot when they actually did a close up.
Yeah.
I thought
no. There's a scene where she's looking back up after she jumps out of the window and she's in the lawn now. If you look up, you see a scar.
See, I missed that.
Yeah.
I saw it when they did close up on the.
So
car.
I want to get to that about the remake soon too. But is that their son?
No. Too old to be there.
We said he comes back from college.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know, but he
would have been in 2006. He would have been in it like late 20s.
No,
because he's 50 something now, isn't he? Yeah, he's not in his 60s yet, is he?
No, yeah, but he was in Braveheart. He was in his 30s in Braveheart. All right.
All right, that's true.
Yeah, that was 95.
True.
Okay.
You sure he was in his 30s in Braveheart?
Maybe late 20s.
Okay. All right, it's a stretch.
Yeah. There's no way that's the kid. Or our dumbass fucking son.
Yeah.
His 12th year, he didn't finish school, and he just lost it because he knew he had a fucking F and he was gonna have to go for a 13th year. So he, fuck it, I'm killing the babysitter and the kids. But I don't think that's what it is.
Dumbass fucking
Fuck it.
Oh shit.
But yeah, no, I think it's just because remember they, for some reason,
fucking A.
show his handiwork at the fair / oil drill / residential area.
What the fuck was that? Okay. Wait, all right. What town has a fair in the middle of a neighborhood? Like, there's usually a town square.
That bothered me. What bothered me more is they have one of those oil drills, right?
Yeah.
Literally 20 feet
Yeah.
from the Ferris wheel or the merry-go-round,
There's
right?
some explosion proof.
I've watched enough movies
Yeah.
and TV shows where those things, something goes wrong, they explode. Maybe we keep the fair a little farther away from the oil explosion.
In reality, that would be illegal. So it's stupid to begin with.
I know. But it's almost like they're like, oh, we got this area, the houses match up, we can put a fair here. It's like, what about that old rug? Like, don't fucking worry about it. Just keep it there. Just keep it there. No,
but that definitely did it actually takes you out of it if you think about it, because that's illegal. Like, oil rigs are way the fuck out, away. Like, they're so far away from, if you have it on your property, you have to have multiple acres. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you can't.
So you're saying that you can't have something that you encourage children to sit on and go around a circle within 20 feet of it.
No.
I mean, there was a fence.
Oh, yeah.
They did have a fence. So they're like, hey, kids, don't get any closer than 20 feet from the thing that could explode and murder everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
But again, you have this whole thing where there's a murder that happens. And because, ironically enough, the fair that's loud as shit, you don't hear the person screaming in the residential house that's, 10 feet away from the fair.
Again, what neighborhood does that? So I give that film a little bit of a plus for having an extra kill in it. Like, having that initial kill in it at the beginning, I thought was cool. So because the way they went with the rest of the movie is they extended the opening scene.
Well, what that told me,
they took the opening scene and made it the rest of the movie.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. So what that told me is that opening scene from the original was going to be the whole movie by adding that. Because,
exactly.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about the original before I dig into what I think they could have done better on the remake.
All right.
But yeah, the opening on the remake is weak sauce in comparison to the opening, because it's like the only thing that they got right that they still included, even though it was Speech 13, were the body bags. Because, dude, in the original one, when
you.
they come downstairs with the fucking body bag over his shoulder, my heart broke in like 5 pieces, dude. Holy shit.
That was sad. Also,
Fuck me.
I would feel like sort of unprofessional. Like, body bags have handles. I know they're children and they're very small, but you don't need to show off how strong
They
you
probably
are.
don't want to make 2 trips or something they could do in one. I guarantee they were
Dude,
like, we can carry the kids.
You know what?
I'm
As a
sorry.
parent, I don't want you to see
I know, I'm
is
sorry.
you having my kid in a body bag,
I
just
know.
hoisted over your shoulder, going, dude, this is so light.
No, he held it like he was cradling a child.
One of them has it over
Sack
his
of potatoes.
shoulder like
I know,
a sack of
it's like a
potatoes.
sack of potatoes.
And I'm like, God damn, dude. I don't care if he only weighs like 70 pounds.
So fucked up, man.
Respectfully, one dude on one side, one dude on the other, carry it like it's precious items, not a bag of potatoes, God damn it. And yes, the remake goes, yeah, fucking small kids. I get this one, you get the other one, all right? Fucking A, man. Both movies are like, fuck the kids.
But dude, like, they don't give you. There might have been a flash of a photo of the family, but they don't give you the amount of kids. So we either assume A, that the kids got cut in multiple pieces and chunks, or
you
B,
do.
there was like 5 kids.
3 kids.
Oh, okay.
It's 2 boys and 1 little girl.
I didn't pay. I must have missed that in the
Yeah,
chaotic 06 opening bullshit.
You mean, hey, look at this. Wait, no, look at this.
Yeah.
No, wait. Look at
yeah.
this. The little flash cuts of everything.
God
And
damn it.
that's you know what? I can turn that on, and if I watch the first 5 minutes, you don't even have to tell me the year. I'm gonna go. This movie came out sometime between 2000 and 2008, somewhere in that period.
Yep, 100%.
Because it's the same generic ass fucking opening that all those goddamn early 2000 movies had. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, just take your ADH medicine. Let us watch a scene happen. All right.
Yeah, so they just rush through that, and then there's just a lot of building. But your issue with the original, we got to go into. It is
All right.
what gave me the idea for this episode was that I brought it up on the favorite opening scenes episode,
And I agree with you on
and I
that.
was like, "Fucking A, man,
Yes.
that opening is terrifying."
Yeah.
Like, especially when they do the outside shots, because it's like, you know, like it's almost like an angled bird's eye view outside the house, staring in the window, and they have a couple scenes. It's just to show how like massive the house is.
Yeah.
'Cause that house was still pretty big. It just wasn't on a fucking private lake or wherever the fuck they were in the remake. And there's that one scene when it's like after her 3rd phone call, and she's just sitting in the dark
Outside,
over-
yeah.
over
it's
to the wall.
It's a good shot.
and she's holding the fire poker. And I'm like, God damn it! It's like the loneliness.
Yeah, that
like the
that
isolation.
outside shot.
Yeah, it was the outside shot. Yeah,
And then she closes the line. That's amazing shot.
phenomenal.
And I agree with you.
I know.
The first 15,
I know.
classic.
I know.
First 15 classic. The problem is the movie is an hour and 42 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
15 minutes of an amazing opening scene, which again, it made our best openings.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole rest of the movie.
Yeah.
And I would say the next hour and 10, no, I would say hour. I'll give you hour. I don't have to watch because it has nothing really to do. And then you get to the last 15 and we're back to our
it has
babysitter.
something to do. It's literally they just chose like the cop stuff. I'll give you when it's just the cop before he finds him and then he's chasing him. When it's just the cop, I totally get the Columbo thing and like that dragnet fucking car 54. Where are you?
Let's show you him interviewing every single person.
But with
Yeah.
that, we got to hear also the tapes of how crazy this guy is,
Mhm.
which was awesome. And then in between going from the cop being Columbo, we get to watch our character, and there's enough of a bounce back and forth that the character really, really intrigues me. The actor and his performance in that of portraying that character, I thought he made some really terrifying choices of seeing him out in the wild, like him walking day to day and how fucked up he is. There's enough interesting going on there for me that the Columbo shit before they meet doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I think my impression of him from the
If that
opening-
made sense at all. Like, there's enough with our main villain.
yeah,
Like the scene when he breaks down in the bathroom at the fucking home. That's an epic fucking scene, dude.
he's standing there naked.
When you get the flashbacks of we actually see the murders too. You
Yeah.
didn't even bring that up. That was like in the middle of the movie.
yeah,
I mean, I'm just saying that was a terrifying scene.
to me, the whole opening sequence, I knew we all know he's crazy,
Yeah.
but I was expecting kind of fucking like smart, evil, crazy, if that makes sense to you.
Okay, I can
and
see
when you
that.
get to him escaping, right?
Yeah.
His only luck is that the incompetency of police,
Were you
because
expecting like a proto Hannibal for some reason?
not a proto Hannibal,
Okay.
but he goes into a bar and he's hitting on a woman and it freaks her out and he gets punched by a stranger and he's never hiding anywhere. He's never keeping an eye out for the cops or making himself not known. He literally sticks out like sore thumb. He follows the chick.
He looks like every other bum on the street.
Yeah.
So that's his camouflage.
But he literally like walks into the chillest woman.
Yeah.
And I mean, literally, she leaves the door open. She says, "What are you doing here?" He's like, "Oh, you said I just wanted to say hi." And leaves the door open. He's in her living room, and she's like,
"Oh, you can't be in here.
I don't think you should be in here." That's not how you react, by the way.
No.
Dude is in your house.
Yeah, no. You come, when she went to do was it tea or coffee? You come back with a blade.
Yeah.
Like that's what you do.
Or you pick up the phone and call the fucking cops, but she does none of that.
No, she doesn't.
And half of this...
But he doesn't kill her then.
But half of his thing is just dumb luck.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's just dumb luck. Yeah. He's not out thinking the cops. He's not out thinking people.
No.
He's just lucking it out that this chick is so fucking cool.
The
bar
what they were
owner,
giving you with that is that he is just insane. You were looking, so it does sound like that. You were looking for something more of the character
because of
instead of him just
what was
being
set
insane.
up with that opening sequence where
he couldn't just be he could just, that scene is totally believable for him to just be insane.
Okay.
He broke into a house, killed kids. You don't have to be a genius for that.
What's his motivation at the end then to go back and terrorize her again?
I would say just because she's the reason he got arrested.
He's so incompetent though. He's like he's
fair.
saying it. I'm just saying he's incompetent in New York, right? And he can blend in New York, but then he goes, fuck it, I'm just gonna go back. How did he get all the information? How did he figure all this stuff out? Because he
that is
literally
a hole. No, you're right. That is a plot hole. He has no idea.
He has no idea, and then obviously he's like, well, it's not working out for me in New York City, so and that detective keeps chasing me. I guess I'll
unless he knows her name and looked her up in the phone book.
Now again,
because remember, address used to be in the phone book.
Yeah,
if you allowed it to be listed. So
again, the end sequence, the opening is the opening.
The end sequence
is awesome.
Like
it's
that's
just
set up
that middle part doesn't explain the end sequence enough for me because if he was more competent, more fucked up, more devious, and but all of a sudden he almost gets caught like 5 times. And, but at the end of the movie, he calls her at the restaurant to fuck with her at the restaurant.
Yeah,
and then he attacks her at home. That goes into vendetta, genius, evil kind of shit. That's not what we get through most of the movie.
All right, I can see that. I think explains it really well of why you don't like the middle. Okay, I get that because you're right. Like I was going to get to that. There is a plot hole of like the last time we see him in the police chase with who should not be running like that.
God
damn!
I can't wait.
I'm sorry,
dude. That had to be a long take.
No shit. He's like, hey, I got one in me. I got one.
They don't just make him run in like a hallway.
No, he's running through the streets of New York.
Through the streets, off the roof, down the exit, the fire exit. Shit. Like all this running. I'm like, dude, you're gonna kill your detective here, man.
Yeah.
He can't be running that fast.
No. But from that final scene to the house, like through the phone call, and then later that night, we don't know how he got there. And I understand that.
I wish he'd also maybe just killed 1 or 2 people while in the New York part of this movie.
Having no deaths is something that is shared between this film in the middle.
Yeah.
And really, except for the beginning. We see the aftermath of a death in the remake, but we don't see any kills.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
In the whole movie. Right?
Also, could you tell
Same thing in this original.
How did the detective get into the house at the end of the movie?
I thought he kicked the door in.
Did he?
No. He used his ice pick thing and then he took it out. I specifically remember seeing him use his ice pick thing that he keeps in.
Because he used that.
Bangs
earlier.
the door into the lock, opens the door, and then yanks it out. I remember. No, he leaves it in. That's why I thought it was weird. I was like, grab that. That's a weapon. He leaves it in.
But he didn't know that the killer was there.
I think he was on his way over because remember he had been over there before and he said he'd be back. I think he was over there and heard the noise. I think the timing just lined up.
I'm just making sure.
It was very coincidental.
Yeah.
It almost seemed a little too coincidental.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Accurate. Accurate. Because remember he's like coming up the stairs and they allude to a shot of something that happened in the room the apartment that made noise, and then it went out to him and we see him go up the stairs. He's like, oh, and he runs because he hears the noise.
Yeah.
Because he did say he'd be back to keep an eye on her when he went there the first time.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that final scene though, the buildup of that, her getting up, her looking around, going to check on she checked on the children this time.
Yeah, she's doing a much better job. Well, it's her kids. I mean, she has more invested.
Comes back, husband's still asleep on the side. He's laying on his stomach. He's going, chilling, getting his C's. And she sits down and you just see her sitting there and there's a nice slow pan and da-da-da. And the reveal that the killer He's in the fucking bed next to her.
That's-
God damn it.
That's one of the reasons the second part redeems the movie for me as much as it can. Is that reveal is fucking awesome.
It's fucking so
he
good.
rolls over and it's like, hey, honey.
Yeah, it's like, it's fucking so good.
But again, the patience to do that, all that stuff, like says, he's got some evil fucking genius kind of shit going. You know what I mean? Like to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay, fair enough. And the remake, god damn, it's literally more boring.
Yeah.
Like, it's more boring.
At some point, she starts to get suspicious that Rosa, the maid, might not be okay. After, obviously, the bird food everywhere, all these other occasions, her purse still there with the cell phone. She looks at the cell phone, puts it back, and I'm like, her car's there. There's something wrong. And she's like, I guess Rosa's hiding from me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's no. I honestly don't have. The only thing I have to really say about the remake is how I think what they should have done with it, because this movie was they wasted that actor as a villain. I think he could have crushed it, because the one thing they got right with him is the lighting.
Yeah.
Like, he looked evil as fuck. He looked sinister, right? I mean, you don't see his face till it's in the cop car and it's the final pan across and he's just staring at her.
Yeah.
The whole rest of the movie, you never get a full shot of his face. It's always either 3/4 to half covered. And I'm like, that could have been so goddamn intense if they'd have done it right. Because we always talk about the lighting fucks up Michael Myers. The lighting fucks up when they make Freddy too bright, it starts to fuck him up, right?
Yeah.
They had that on lock. They fucking wasted it.
I do appreciate there's 2 Marvel connection people in this.
God damn it, of course you do.
Agent Coulson and Valkyrie.
Yeah.
So that's early 2000s.
So that was her first movie ever.
Oh, really?
And she got her first, got their start in horror.
We're lucky it didn't scare her off then, because goddamn. But we've talked about this in other. We were talking with.
And that's also got the the best friend actress from the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. She's the blonde friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought so, but honestly, whatever.
She did a bunch of horror before she got on Arrow. Because she was one of the main characters on Arrow, the CW show. Yeah.
But it's a lot of drag out. And they infuse this plot where her boyfriend cheated on her with her best friend.
Yeah.
And her best friend shows up to apologize.
That's the blonde. Yes, that's the woman I'm talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't fucking care about any of that.
No,
it has nothing to do besides adding another person for the body count.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, no, what does it fucking matter? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in any fucking way.
Doesn't matter.
And you get one jump scare with a cat. And when you do more than one, you're just being fucking greedy, trying to get as much use out. You get the one cat, and okay.
You only get one cat.
Yeah, but then they did it again. I was like, all right, guys, is this what you have for the movie? Just like random?
Yeah.
Yeah. And now I will say, when the killer leaves the door open for the birds, that cat was like, this might be the greatest day of my life. Because that cat had looked at that fucking, koi fish pond. Yeah, thing that was around the jungle thing with those birds. And when we first see the cat, he's just looking at the glass like, fucking look at all those birds. God damn. And we get to the other movie, and it's kind of a tense scene.
Yeah.
But a quick shot at the cat eating the fuck out of one of the birds. I'm just like, it's pretty funny, but also weird that they put that right at this point of the movie. So, yeah.
Yeah, poor timing.
Yeah.
Poor timing.
You're like, yay, cat, but we got to pay attention to the, guy that's trying to murder the children.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly.
And the kids don't get killed in this one.
And the kids don't get killed. It's PG-13. I looked to see if there was an unrated version. Of course, no. They just said no. So
what would you do for a rated R version?
I don't know. Show the maid getting killed. It's got something.
Yeah.
Fuck. But they also wasted it with Prom Night. So
yeah. And
you watched the regular version. I watched the unrated version.
Oh yeah. So I watched the really shit version. I don't know, man. These are all blended together. How many fucking from 2000 to 2008? How many fucking remakes came out? We got to start doing it. Like,
that was a question that Emily brought on one of the Scream episodes because it was reference to Scream 4.
Yeah,
with name like 10 remakes or something.
The Fog and fucking Prom Night and fucking this. Goddamn motherfuckers.
Got the Crazies. That was good. Or was that 09? Was that 09?
That might be 09.
So I just missed it. That's a good remake.
And the Crazies doesn't follow this formula.
No.
And I mean the formula of, like we talked about at the very beginning, cut.
We got Dawn of the Dead remake in 04.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring you back. Okay.
No.
So, folks, all right, we're done talking about the OG and remake of When a Stranger Calls. But before you hear our final verdict, please go to GIPodcast.com. Check out all the other shows on the network. Also go to our links tab. We got a link to TeePublic and Etsy. You can get tons of designs on tons of stuff through TeePublic. And there's roughly just the flagship designs on Etsy and only available on shirt. The spooky design should be coming up. Should be out.
Yeah.
I would assume. Yeah, I have to check. But yeah, and hit us up at lowdownbrown.gui@gmail.com if you've seen both of these films, if you've only seen the original, if you suffered through the remake like the rest of us, and apparently if you suffered through the original like Hunter.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. All right. Fuck this movie. 06 remake
06.
is a filler.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I watched it. I still enjoy the original. I still enjoyed it.
I
didn't realize it was going to come into is the original good?
I agree with you on the 06. I'm not going to say fuck the original because, again,
yeah.
the first 15 is classic.
Mm-hmm.
I just won't tag that for the entire movie because
Fair enough.
that hour, it's a good 30-minute movie. You know what? It'd be a good 30-minute episode of like Tales from the Crypt or something like that. There you go. That's what made it.
You know?
Yeah.
I'd give it at least 45 to keep the suspension.
45?
45.
But
an episode of a television series.
Chunk out, you do first 15.
45 cuts an hour out, dude. 45 minutes kills an hour of the movie.
Yeah.
Roughly.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm saying.
Yeah.
Make it like, if it could be an episode of Creep Show.
So you would sort of agree with me that if you made it into a 45
I never said it would be better. I just said I like the stuff with the character.
I think it would be more watchable.
I was very detailed on why I like the original stuff. So no, you're not going to get me to say that. I say it would be tighter, but I like that stuff. But I understand
it would be more watchable.
I understand why you don't like that stuff. I get it. But so I'm fine with it the way it is. If someone were to condense it into like, if they were to do another remake of it, I think it would. Yes, it would need to be a.
All right, here's a question for you.
Episode
if someone's
of a show.
like, "Oh, I've never seen the original," would you have preface it by saying it, or just saying, "I give it full recommendation"?
I would just recommend watch the movie.
See, this is where the difference is. I'd be like, love the first 15 minutes. To me, it's a slow drag, but the last 15, 20 minutes is worth it to watch it through.
Fair enough.
You make it through the middle. So
Fair
I'm
enough.
not shitting all over it, but it's not giving me the from start to finish. It's prime.
Fair enough. All right. And yeah, fuck the remake.
God damn, dude.
Fuck the remake. Now, I do want to, real quick, I'm going to make this as quick as possible. What I think would have made this movie a solid remake and completely not have the same problem that Hunter has with the original is if they want to do a mashup intro, you don't do the carnival. Let's get to know the killer more. Answering your question from the original, what's his motive or whatever, or just what is his system. So the intro is him stalking different families.
Showing his side of making the phone call. Have you checked on the children?
So, you could
I'm
do
just
that.
saying, literally showing
What
from his viewpoint of watching the babysitter,
Mhm.
like moving around, killing the kids, which I guess
So,
you don't have to see him kill the kids.
What I'm saying is, you watch him, you see shots of him being in the voyeur and watching like 3 different families.
Yeah.
Because, they might just, I don't know, they might just focus on one at a time, or they could be setting up like a spree, right? Here or there. They could be watching, just say one at a time. But you see him pick his family, and then he does his homework. And that's basically the intro. And then it starts, carnival's going on, and then we see him get into the house, real quick shots of him, how he moves through the house and gets to that first kill of that original family. We actually go through the kill, not just hear a lame scream and stare at flashy lights. But it only has to take like 5 or 6 minutes. And then we get introduced to what's going to be our final girl, quote unquote. You hear on the news they're still looking for a killer. Another home invasion happens. We do get another child, family death.
Yeah.
With his 2 kids, right? And then we finally get the finale and the build up for that, which now is only going to be like 40 minutes long.
Did they say what his motivation was in the remake?
No.
Because also the killing takes place like 3 states away at the beginning of from where it is now.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. So you have.
So is he just driving like?
So you need, if they put one in the middle state, right?
Yeah.
And then on the news they're connecting, hey, this was the exact same way. And then we get to our state, okay, well now he's just road tripping. I mean, that's what Ted Bundy did. He just road tripped.
Oh yeah.
He killed motherfuckers.
Yeah, he did.
So what I'm just saying, you bring that element where there's some reason, and you get to see him be the voyeur, go through his process. It's kind of why we love the intro to Halloween.
Yeah.
You get to follow the killer, right? And all while we're also getting scenes of our final girl and how they come together. And with the fucking ending, utilized Flanagan. Like, I think he had the presence, and like I said, the way they use the lighting where you don't see his face, that's a huge thing for, especially if you're going to keep it PG-13, you need to have the tension. You need to be fucking scared. Because you know what you're not getting? Blood and guts and gore.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there's
There's
not even tension though. That's the thing.
That's what
In
I'm
a remake,
saying.
there's no tension.
That's why before I started saying this, I'm
Yeah.
describing what they should have done better.
I'm just saying, like, they didn't even. It's like they
They
didn't
didn't
even
try.
They did, as I brought up earlier, the fucking cat. That's their like. Oh,
Yes. So what I'm saying is they should have used that actor who we know can act his ass off. They gave him the scenery. They just didn't write him to be for the tension.
Did he have an Irish accent when he called her?
Not that I could tell.
Okay, just
No, not that I
curious.
could tell.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm just
How'd
saying
you
that's
check
a
on the
rough
children?
outline. I think. Do you think now that would have been a more interesting move-along movie where you can connect the
Absolutely.
pieces?
But
That's just my thought. I was trying to
Yeah.
make it as quick as possible. I'm just like, there's simple things you could have done. Because as I'm watching this whole final scene, I'm like, I have yet to see the killer's face, and that's awesome. We always talk about with monsters and the longer they're a mystery, the scarier it is.
yeah.
You know,
But in this day and age where the studio doesn't want to take the time to make a thinking man's.
I'm talking about if they'd have
remake.
done this in 06.
No, that's what I'm saying is it 06? They just want to make the easiest cookie cutter bullshit. Because again,
fuckers.
for every Dawn of the Dead and Crazies, there's 5+ shitty fucking remakes from this time.
Fair
period.
enough.
Yeah.
You're right. Oh, My Bloody Valentine. Or was that like actually 09 or 2010? I think that one came late into the game of shitty remakes. I don't think that was the early 2000s remake.
Yeah,
I really
I'm
don't.
not sure, but I chalk it up into it.
Oh no, I think it's 2013.
No fucking way.
So
No,
what-
it's
2010.
earlier than that.
2010 then? I
Yeah.
don't know. I fucking forget. But yeah, that's what I think they could have done to make the remake better, but instead we got this fucking steaming pile of shit. And you know what? I'm fucking done. Fucking done talking about these goddamn movies. Hunter is trying to piss me off with what he talks about the original. This remake was a waste of my goddamn time. Folks, until we talk to you again, embrace the madness.
Join us at GUIPodcast.com.